Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. It is bright out this morning. Very, very bright out this morning. I am headed to the theater to watch Zootopia 2 and Eternity. I tried to plan this for Thursday on Thanksgiving after watching all 4 of the first episodes of Stranger Things Season 5. But after watching those first 4 episodes, I was way too exhausted and needed a nap. So I didn't make it to the movies on Thursday. I instead took a nap, then got my my movie reaction for Zootopia up, which I'd seen it before like a decade ago, but it's been a while. So I rewatched it, made a movie reaction for it. Got that uploaded this past Friday, I believe, and needed a nap after watching all 4 episodes of Stranger Things on Thursday. A much needed nap, because those four episodes were very entertaining, but very stressful. Not as stressful as this morning, though, when I started recording FNAF VR Night 2 and Foxy scared the shit out of me. That was very, very fucking stressful trying to play that thing. I don't think I can handle any more FNAF VR. And I may end that 4 videos and come back to it here in a few months, because I just can't handle that. It's way too fucking stressful. FNAF VR is way too terrifying. But yeah, I got my reaction for Zootopia up. I then started editing my reactions for Stranger Things Season 5. I've got the first and second episode edited and ready. I'm working on episodes 3 and 4 right now. So I will have those up this month. I probably will break them up and just keep one episode per week and like hype it up for the second chapter in December, when the next 3 episodes drop on Christmas. So I'll probably do 1 episode per week for December and do episode 1 next week and episode 4 the week of Christmas, right before episodes 5, 6, and 7 drop on Netflix. And then I also have Five Nights at Freddy's movie reaction dropping this Wednesday on December 3rd. I have my 3rd Five Nights at Freddy's video dropping on Tuesday, December 2nd. And my last Five Nights at Freddy's video that I recorded this morning, that's probably going to be my last one for now. And I will upload it on probably Friday or Saturday, on like December 5th or 6th. And then I will start my my Avatar rewatches after that, because it'll be time to start watching Avatar before Avatar Fire and Ash comes out on December 19th. And I also plan on doing... I've seen the first and second Avatar movies, but it's been a while. So yeah, I'll do rewatches for those, but I won't have reactions for it. I will just do those as watch-alongs only for Patreon. So those will be Patreon exclusives. If you want to watch along to Avatar with me, you can join the Patreon and find those watch-alongs over there. When I get them recorded and edited, I will be posting watch-alongs for Avatar and Avatar: The Way of Water on Patreon. But then I will be doing reactions and watch-alongs. I would be doing both because I have never seen any of the Anaconda films. Well, I think I've seen parts of Anaconda 2 when I was in like middle school or high school. I don't remember which, but I vaguely remember the second Anacondas movie, but I've never seen the other ones. So I'm going to do a full franchise reaction for Anacondas for December before the newest Anaconda movie with Jack Black and Paul Rudd releases on Christmas. But yeah, that's the plan for this month. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are enjoying what I've been releasing on this channel. I also have my gaming videos. All my Five Nights at Freddy's VR videos will be uploaded to my gaming channel called FindawgXP. And then you can also find shorts for any of these reactions that I have. I have shorts over on TikTok or my YouTube Shorts channel called Findawg Shorts. Or yeah, you can stay here at Findawg Rewinds and find all my movie reviews, movie reactions, franchise analysis videos. Or if you want to find my watch-alongs, I have watch-alongs to most of the reactions I have on this channel. You can find watch-alongs for over on my Patreon. And you can sync up with your own copy of whatever movie I'm watching and actually watch the full movie with me as I'm doing commentary. You can find those over on Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I will chime back in once I get to the theater. I don't really know much about this first movie I'm going to watch, which is Elizabeth Olsen and Miles Teller's new movie called Eternity. I've seen like maybe 10 seconds of the trailer when it's showing before other movies. I don't pay attention to trailers at all. I've mentioned that quite a few times now. But yeah, I don't pay attention to trailers. Every so often I'll look up while I'm in the theater for another movie and there's a trailer playing. I'll look up like maybe 10 to 15 seconds I've seen of some trailers. But yeah, I don't really know much about Eternity. All I've seen is the poster and a little short clip of Elizabeth Olsen. And I think it's like her in heaven or some kind of afterlife, and she was married like twice on Earth, so now she has to choose which husband or which partner she wants to spend eternity with. That's what I'm picking up from the title and from these like short scenes I've seen. But looks like a great comedy. It looks like a great romance movie. So I'm gonna go watch it, and then after that, I'm gonna go watch Zootopia 2 in the IMAX. Very excited. But yeah, you can go watch my Zootopia movie reaction. It's on my channel. It uploaded this past week, right before Zootopia 2 released. So yeah, you can go watch it on my channel and come back, and I will have a Zootopia 2 and a Eternity review for you here in just a few moments. I don't think I don't think there's ever been a movie that has pissed me off more than Eternity has. just from the choices that a character makes or continues making in this film. Like, there towards the end, she finally realizes that she made a mistake and chose wrong. But there's never been a movie that's pissed me off more than this movie has. It was a good movie. It was a beautiful movie. It was very surreal. Very eye-opening, actually. Very illuminating to like the acknowledgement of other people's opinions and perspectives on the afterlife or heaven or whatever you want to call it, like Valhalla, uh eternity, as they say in this movie, is, yeah, like, you have to pick your own eternity. And it was a very good movie. It was not a comedy. There were moments that I laughed or chuckled, but it wasn't really a comedy. It was more of a romance drama. Not really even a romance movie. Like, it was romantic, but it was more of just like a dramatization of just like what the afterlife can be, or like what it could be, or what, like, this dude's, whoever the director was, I think his name was like David something. His It was just his perspective on what what the afterlife is, and like the choices you have to make in eternity. Like, basically the story is a woman dies and she's had two husbands, and now both husbands are dead and she's dead. They're both in eternity. Like, all three of them are in eternity. One of them has been dead for like 67 years and has been waiting in eternity, or I guess you should say purgatory, because it's like the the waiting period of, like, he hasn't chosen to go to like an actual eternity or actual heaven or anything. He's just still in the waiting period, trying to figure out what he wants to do, waiting for his wife. And he's been waiting for 67 years. But on the other hand, his wife is now remarried and has had a marriage with this other guy for like 65 years. And now they're both in heaven. So, like, she has to make the choice between which husband she wants to spend eternity with. It's the synopsis of the movie. I Like, without going into any spoilers or anything, like, that's the main story. Now, something I didn't know about this movie is I've stayed away from all the marketing and stuff for this movie. So I didn't really know anything about it. But it's an A24 film, and they're working with Apple TV on this. So it's an A24 and Apple collaboration. And I've never heard of the director who made this, but Elizabeth Olsen and Miles Teller are the wife and husband, or wife and second husband, I guess. And her first husband is played by a guy named Calum, I believe. I'd have to look that back up, but I believe his name's Calum. And the casting was great. Like, I loved all the casting. I loved just seeing the different eternities that you can choose from. Uh, they didn't really show any off, but just like the names or like the billboards that were in the background or whatever. Just seeing all of the ideas of the different eternities that there are was pretty funny. Um, I laughed at it, seeing a few of those just in the background, but it wasn't really a comedy. It it was it was like very serious for the most part, and it made me cry or tear up there towards the end, but it wasn't really like a sappy movie either. So so yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this movie. Like it was a good movie, just probably not a movie that I would rewatch all the time. Definitely not a movie I'd rewatch. Um, like I'd rewatch it eventually, but not anytime soon. But it was an all right movie, and of course Elizabeth Olsen, she can act her whole heart out, like for anything she's in. She's one of the most stellar performances in anything that she's in. She has like the best acting or the best role, which is the same in this movie. Yeah, like she's the best performance in this movie. Miles Teller was also he was the one that probably made me laugh the most out of this movie. But yeah, it still wasn't very funny. Like I chuckled a few times, but I wouldn't really consider it a comedy like Good Fortune or One of Those Days or One of Them Days, whatever that movie was with Kiki Palmer and Caesar. But yeah, it was a good movie. Eternity was. I'm I'm just pissed off with the choices that Elizabeth Olsen's character makes in the third act of the film. Like the ending, like the very ending, good. Like she realized her mistake and fixed it. But like the entire third act, I was just like, can't you see what's right in front of you? Like he's doing everything he can to make you happy. Can't you see him? And yeah, it just fucking pissed me off. It fucking pissed me off, man. Like he was pouring his heart out for her, doing everything he could to make her the happiest she could be. And she called him selfish for it. She called him selfish. Selfish. Pissed me off. Pissed me off. But it was a good movie. It was a good movie. I got happier there towards the end when she fixed her mistake. But yeah, it was an alright movie. I'd recommend going watching it at least once. But yeah, that's my review for Eternity. I've got like an hour left till I have to go in here to watch Zootopia 2 in the IMAX. So I'm gonna go probably stop at EntertainMart for a little bit, try and find some movies that I'm been looking for. Because I haven't been able to find the fourth Anaconda movie still, so I've got to look for it. And I've been looking for all the 28 weeks or 28 days, 28 weeks, and 28 years later. I think 28 days and 28 years is now on Netflix, but they still don't have 28 weeks. So I'm going to have to try and look for it so I can react to all three of those movies before The Bone Temple comes out in January. But yeah, I'm gonna go to EntertainMart, look for a few DVDs, maybe grab a new Funko Pop, and then I will be back to watch Zootopia 2 in the IMAX. Well, just got out of EntertainMart. I still didn't find the movies that I was looking for, but I still got a few good things. They were having a little sale going on. Not as big as their Black Friday sale, but they had a small sale going on. That was a select few movies, buy one, get one free. So I got Inception and Jumanji. That was part of the buy one, get one free. I got the first and second season of Smallville. That was also buy one, get one free. And then while I was in there, these weren't a part of that sale, but I did see these, so which I've seen this one, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. That's one of like the best movies. It's a sad movie. It's about September 11th, but it's a good movie. It's a sad movie. And then there's this movie with Lucas Gabriel, who plays Ryan in High School Musical. And it looks like it's got a few cast members from like Disney Channel, but I've never heard of it. It's called The Adventures of Food Boy. Figured that would be a good movie to react to for the channel, because I've never seen it and never even heard of it. And then of course I had to get the Scream trilogy, 1 through 3. I didn't see 4, 5, or 6 in there, so I'll have to keep looking for Scream 4, 5, and 6. And I didn't see Anaconda 4 or none of the 28 days, 28 weeks, or 28 years later. I didn't see any of those, so I'll have to keep looking for those somewhere else. But hopefully I can find them before January. And I've got at least the first 3 Scream movies to watch for February. So, but yeah, I'm gonna head to the theater. That's the plan. So I will be back to review Zootopia 2 here. Hello, everyone. Turn the heat on. It's cold out there. Oh, it's just fucking cold. Well, just got out of watching Zootopia 2 in the IMAX, and it is a great sequel. It's a great fucking sequel. I might actually like the second one more than the first one, if I am being honest. Because yeah, this one's really good. And it's got a great cast in it. Like, it's got Ki Kwan, it's got Cusco, the guy who voices Cusco in it. Patrick Warburton, I think is how you say his name. Then, of course, still Jennifer Goodwin as Judy Hopps, and God damn it, why am I blanking on his name? Why am I blanking on his name right now? Jason Bateman, that's his name. Jason Bateman as Nick Wilde. But yeah, it's got a phenomenal cast. Oh, and then of course McAllister. God damn it, what's his name? The the guy who plays Kevin McAllister. I can't think of his name. But he's married to Brenda Song, who Brenda Song voices the wife of his character, which is great that they play, yeah, husband and wife. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Maybe I'm mistaken about that, but pretty sure they are husband and wife. If, like, I saw her name with the Linksleys, and uh, Kevin McAllister was also playing one of the Linksleys. I can't think of his name right now, though. Anywho, um, it was a great movie. Great movie. Had tons of references to other Disney movies, even just to random things like Indiana Jones, or to quite a bit of it reminded me of, or like towards the end, it kind of reminded me of like the Journey movies, like specifically Journey 2, or like Strange World, whatever that Disney movie was that they came out with, like more exploration, like adventurous type movie there towards the end. It also had like references to Ratatouille and to the Little Mermaid that was like very obvious references. There was one other reference there towards the end that I was trying not to forget, and I forgot it. What was it? I don't remember. I'll have to watch it again to get all the references. But yeah, there were quite a few references in the movie for other movies. There was one in particular that I was trying to remember, though, and I forgot. That reminded me of one of Steven Spielberg's movies. Oh, no, not Steven Spielberg. Well, I mean, Steven Spielberg has referenced this movie. He referenced The Shining. The Shining was referenced in Zootopia 2. Like the maze from The Shining was referenced in Zootopia 2. Why it made me say Steven Spielberg was Steven Spielberg has also referenced The Shining in Ready Player One, which I just recently watched like 2 weeks ago. I rewatched it for the first time in like 2 years. But which I love the book. I go back to listening to the book quite often, but I don't really watch the movie because the movie is trash trash comparing to the book. But yeah, they referenced The Shining in Zootopia 2, and that blew me away. Then they also, yeah, like I said, referenced Little Mermaid and Ratatouille. Some of it also was given me like when they were in the like mushy swamp area. It was giving me like Princess and the Frog vibes, especially with them, or the Jungle Book vibes too, like Baloo letting the kid, Maui, is that his name? But letting the kid ride on his belly. They also had that with Zootopia too. They had like I don't even know what it was, like a walrus or something, like some kind of water animal that like flipped over onto his back and was given rides on his belly. So yeah, there was plenty of references to other Disney films in this film. And yeah, it's one of the best sequels I've seen for an animated film. And I mean, sequels are often better than the originals. Like you got Toy Story 2, you got Shrek 2. Um, some would argue that Cars 2 is better than Cars. Not very many people, but some people would argue that. Inside Out 2 is definitely better than the first Inside Out, in my opinion. But yeah, there's quite a few sequels that have topped the originals in animated form, but not very often in like other movies. I guess T2 is better than the first Terminator. Some say Back to the Future 2 is better than the original. But yeah, there's not very many sequels that top the first. But this is one. Zootopia 2, in my opinion, is better than the first. And when the Escape Pod, I've heard the Escape Pod mention that this is the horniest Disney movie. I don't quite agree with that. I don't quite agree with that. But they were right when they said that they made all the characters like thicker. Like Nick Wilde was like felt like it looked like he was a little bit more built out in the shoulders and stuff since the first one. They definitely thickened up Judy Hopps and Gazelle. Gazelle, whew, I mean, she definitely is built like Shakira. You can definitely tell that is supposed to be Shakira, because Gazelle was looking pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. She was looking pretty good. But yeah, I don't know about the horniest movie, but Gazelle had me in a trance. I'll say that. But yeah, I loved everything about this movie. Like all the references, all the comedic moments. There was quite a bit of laughter in the theater. Uh, some moments, of course, were shown in the trailer, I'm sure. I didn't really watch the trailers, so I didn't see much other than the one dude running across the lake. I've seen that in the trailers, but it still made me fucking crack up in the in the theater. Uh, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the mystery and the like uh the thing that they were investigating this time, the thing that Judy Hopps was investigating this time, I thought was a better mystery than the first movie. Like the first movie, yeah, you can kind of you can kind of guess who's going to be behind that. Um, but I thought the mystery of this movie was a little bit better than the first. Let's see. I already mentioned all the voice actors. I love Ke Huy Quan. Like Ke Huy Quan as the snake. Also, he was like playing Ouroboros in Loki, which is a snake eating itself, as that logo. So like it's kind of hand in hand. And Indiana Jones is scared of snakes, and he plays Short Round in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Like it's kind of hand in hand that he was gonna be voicing the snake in this. But yeah, I love Ke Huy Quan. I want Ke Huy Quan in more things, whether it's live action or animated form. I don't care. I just want more Ke Huy Quan. Like, he's great. I want it. There is one post credit scene, and the post credit scene is not really that relevant. Really, like, it's just something that they mention, or something that's brought back from like what was mentioned in the movie, but it was very small, like not not really not really anything to stay behind in the theaters for. But I did to watch it and make sure that I wasn't missing anything, and they did hint at like a third one in the post credit scene, but still, it's not really anything that big. You can miss it and not really care, because obviously there's gonna be a third Zootopia. Like, these are some of the biggest movies that they have besides Inside Out. So yeah, I hope we get a new Inside Out 3, and I hope we get a Zootopia 3. And while we're at it, why not give us a Incredibles 3 as well? But yeah, that's my review for Zootopia 2. Just pulled up to Walmart. I was gonna stop in and get some things before headed home. But on my way here, I was listening to some reviews on YouTube and thinking about Zootopia 2 more. And I remembered the reference I was gonna say, because I mentioned the lizard dude that like ran weird in the trailer. When we first meet him in the movie, he's got like a sombrero or something like hanging down, and it reminded me of like Ringo or Cad Bane, or like any of those bounty hunters from like Star Wars, like with a mix of like Ringo and in the desert. And also, I loved that they kept referencing the first Zootopia movie, or bringing back like legend characters from the first one uh, that didn't like feel out of place or anything for this sequel, but actually helped Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde like when they needed help, such as like the Godfather mice, or whatever those creatures are that are like referencing the Godfather, which I've never even seen the Godfather, but I know they're referencing the Godfather, and I'm pretty sure they're referencing more of the Godfather in the sequel. But also Flash 100-yard dash. Like, he showed back up and helped Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde when they needed it. And also, I forgot to mention the phenomenal music score by Michael Giacchino. Like, he does really well with most of his scores. But yeah, this is the musical score for Zootopia 2 was top notch. Like, I loved everything about this movie. The references, the music, the action, and just adventure overall. The relationship building between Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. Like, everything about this film is just fantastic. And I'm excited to see what other worlds within Zootopia we can explore in these other movies, if they go ahead and make like 3 and 4, or whatever they end up going to. But yeah, there's other worlds that we can we can explore. Like, they hinted at one in the post-credit scene of like other species of animals that we haven't seen within the world of Zootopia. But I was, yeah, trying to think of other ones that we haven't seen, like any of the Arctic, like penguins or any of those we haven't seen. We did see like seals and polar bears, I think, this time. Saw a bunch of turtles and lizards and snakes and of course beavers, and yeah, we saw all kinds of like swamp and water animals this time. Dolphins, we saw dolphins, but we haven't seen like any birds or any of those. We haven't seen really like any insects. Like, it would be funny if they had Zootopia 3 and they brought in insects and it was referencing Bug's Life, or maybe they bring in a few characters from Bug's Life and it's like a crossover of Zootopia and Bug's Life. That would be dope. That would be honestly really dope if they crossed over with Bug's Life. But yeah, there's all kinds of worlds that they could explore within Zootopia that they could pull off and do for more movies in this franchise. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. And yeah, I just want to chime back in and tell you guys about that reference that I remembered. Yeah, Rango and Cad Bane. But also Macaulay Culkin, I remembered his name. Yeah, it was Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song playing as the family of Lynch's. And Andy Samberg voiced the other one. I couldn't think of his name when I was doing the review, but yeah, he voiced the other one. So yeah, Macaulay Culkin, Brenda Song, and Andy Samberg were those three like antagonists of this film. But yeah, this movie was great, and I don't have anything else to say. But that's the review, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye bye.